To flash the lights.
Dog.
Oh, then the music.
No, come here.
We're not really fucking failing on this whole fucking show today.
Oh, fuck yeah, we're really going good. Mine's elsewhere. Still nobody here. Fuck, one person came on right when we hit a minute.
Nice.
Who are you?
What is going on?
Hey,
Josh Vaughn, hey yo. What up, bro?
Iceman should slap blade.
I don't disagree with that, Terror Reels, but that would exude a lot of energy on my part too. I'm kind of tired. Oof.
Poo poo.
Anonymous juggalo. So fucking annoying. Why you gotta be anonymous? You're a juggalo. Tell us all about you.
Yeah, what's up with the secrets, bub?
Yeah, we're not here telling fucking secrets. On 10.
Are Blake and Iceman having a host off?
No.
I mean, it's long established that you are the
Well,
co-host.
I mean, maybe I can just get up and start rapping.
Rapping is not hosting. Let it be known.
Well, I mean, you can fucking host and rap at the same time. I've seen it done. Danny Boy proved that. He was doing pretty good.
Rapping is not hosting. Definitely not.
Let's let
Calm
that be
down.
known.
Yeah, let's let that be known.
Oh fuck, we dropped to 6, man.
That's okay. You know how we do.
I say we just start 10 minutes early all the time so we can get that number up before 8.
Is this something that is affecting you? It's deeply affecting you?
Deeply affecting.
No shit. Well, it gets back up to 8. How does that make it
down
down?
to like 4? I mean, it's better, but
It's not 10.
no.
Well, maybe we'll get 10.
People stop talking to us.
Hey, what up?
Bucky.
Bucky, what up? I've been thinking about you all week.
Thinking about your butthole is what he's thinking.
I've been thinking about your Bucky little butthole. Your buckhole, as I like to lovingly refer to it as.
Do it.
No.
Apparently not.
The Buckster.
We out here.
We out here.
Definitely not. Calm down.
Definitely not. Calm down. You're definitely not trying hard enough, Bucky. Oh, 10, we did it. I forgot the hands, but I did the fingers. Alright, we're doing the show. We gotta talk louder now. Positive vibes live. Still don't feel like yelling. I am your host, not.
Is
that okay?
That was good. That was good.
I'm your host, not Slim One. Join with me this week is my co-host with the.
Not much, bro.
So we out here doing the show. It's Wednesday night at 6 p.m. That's the one, the host. That's right. Over on Studio 17, Big Will has been talking about how he's the host of hosts. And then he was supposed to have this host off against Danny Boy. But then when Danny Boy showed up, Big Will fucked right off and didn't come back for the rest of the show.
Really?
Yeah, so I had to host Big and Butter by myself for like an hour and a half. And
with Danny Boy,
and
right?
I also... No, he left too.
Oh, shit.
And also, I host the other show.
Yeah.
This Sucks with Spooky Tuesday on Thursday night. Also, I host... Real Underground Baby on Monday nights.
I thought Spooky was the host of Spooky Tuesday.
I mean, the show's not called Spooky Tuesday.
You're right, it's not. I'm high.
And he hosts it, but I'm like the production master, which is basically producing is hosting. Let's let it be known that producing is hosting. All right, and also. So I'm out there on the fucking grind. I'm hosting this show right now. Like, literally me talking is hosting.
You're right.
And, so I'm the host of hosts
So
now.
then, I guess when I'm talking, that means that I'm hosting.
Well, you're co-hosting.
Well, no, still, you would be...
It's a co-hosting
position.
position.
Co-host.
I'm the main host.
Well, I think Spooky is, though.
No, of this show.
Of this show, yeah, but I'm talking the other one. So, you see, you're not... any host, you're a co-host over
That doesn't even matter then. Fuck This Sucks. I'm still hosting more shows than Big Will.
Okay, I guess.
And I'm not quitting them. And I do them consistently.
If that's the point you want to make.
I'm the fucking host of hosts!
Here for the ice advice.
Oh, shit. Can't help you right now. Maybe later. Let me try and think during the show. Give you some advice on shaving, because fuck, I need to shave. This is horrible.
Oh, man. Let's rip some dabs and try to get in calm down mode. Because when
you want to just be fucking louder and excited.
Because when you're the host of hosts...
Definitely not. Calm down.
Listen, one, fuck you, okay? I am the host of hosts. And two, we will definitely get into some ice advice tonight. Calm down. There better be a fucking ice advice today. Don't worry, Bucky. I guarantee there will be an ice advice today. But are you going to do the first stab? Because I'm going to talk about the thing now.
Okay, you do that, and I'll do this.
Okay, here's this. And I'll do this as well.
Okay, you're a good man.
Yo, Bucky, man. You're like the only one in the chat that asks about the camper. And honestly, for a while, I thought that you were like some like...
Troll?
Not a troll, but like a sleeper cell. Like you were watching the videos every fucking week. You ask about the fucking camper, and I came to three different conclusions. One, I'm crazy and nothing is going on at all. It's just a regular user, okay, that I don't know. Or, because it's always asking the same fucking question over and over again, I started to think it was maybe a JP troll account.
Astonished.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's probably...
I mean, that would be the most likely, I think.
Most likely? Okay. And then, okay, so if that one might be the most likely, then this one has to be the least likely. I thought that it was a sleeper cell account by somebody who is like... Okay, that's really hot because I got distracted. I thought it was a sleeper cell account by somebody who works for Capri or the Viscount.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
And that they were watching the videos asking me, what are you going to do about the camper? And I'm just out here on the internet spitting it all out. And then I call them dumbasses on Monday and I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on. So fuck you, Bucky, for getting me all fucky. But I got to tell you what, I sure feel lucky. That's 3 rhymes in a row. Rapping is hosting. So what is dope is...
I told you so.
I'm a camper guy too.
I'm a camper guy too? Fresh, Bucky. Okay, so anyway, as you know, Bucky, and as I'm sure some of the other people watching know, I in the middle of August, I got a notice, and that was around August 16 or 17, and on the paper, they basically.
I'm just gonna stop you now. Are you gonna go and tell the whole story again?
I'm trying to tell a real point form here to catch people up.
We'll see.
Yeah, so I had the camper in the driveway, and then I went camping in it, and while I was gone, the trailer park came and gave me a notice that said I was in community standards violations.
Well, the notice came after you got back, or was
right?
It here when you got here?
It was after I was here when it was given.
Yeah.
And so anyway, that was like just after the 15th of August. And I sat on the document waiting until today, until Monday, 1 week before they wanted it moved on September 21st. And that's all the catch-up. So I waited until the 14th, Monday, and I went around and I went door knocking on only campers and RVs, no utility trailers. And I got like 8 to 10 addresses on my little checklist that I had.
Yeah, right on.
And everybody was very forthcoming and kind with information and shit. I went there with my mask on. And then I was like, do you mind if I pull my mask down? They're like, yeah, go ahead. So that was cool. But, so I'll spare what all those people said, but what a great interaction with those basically 10 people. And then after that, I came home. It was around 4:30. I called to ask for clarity on the notice, and they called on Tuesday, yesterday.
Okay.
And I missed the call, so I called back. I got a hold of the woman who was essentially the woman that I had a problem with when I had
and other issues.
And other problems I've had. Yeah, the trailer park, whatever she is.
Yeah.
So I called her up, I talked to her, and I'm extremely paraphrasing here, but she basically said to me, oh, remember when we had the conversation about you being normal?
I remember that conversation. Not that I was there, but I remember the whole
And it was
situation.
just what is normal, essentially just like keeping your yard maintained and not being a nuisance, were the two general points she was speaking on. So she was like, well, you've been doing those things, and because of the bullshit that's going on in the world, the social reform, like, we don't want to have to do any of that. I don't want to do that. You don't want to have to do that. I'm like, I don't really want to do that, but I would be prepared to if I had to. And she's just like, it seems all good. Again, paraphrasing about it. Just keep doing what you're doing and everything should be okay. That's my decision, but the owners, Capri, could still turn over that if they wanted to. So apparently I would argue that in this moment, it's okay to keep the camper here, but she is incapable of officially removing the formal warning that notice indicates it is.
Yeah. But who did the warning come from? The front office or from Capri?
Well, that's really interesting, too. It came from Capri, and the name that was on it was
the front office
Warren.
Is Capri.
Warren, I guess, was the last name on it. And the woman, she asked me, was like, was it blah, 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 Warren? I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah. So I was like, so I figured there's got to be some internal fucking shit going on that I don't care about. And that's it. And I think I told the whole story. Nobody said anything. And this is happening. Loading and unloading here.
Uh-oh.
So I think the chat might have broke.
Let me take a look here.
If the chat did break, well, I guess we'll have the Iceman fucking taking care of it. But if it didn't break, whatever. And that's it, Bucky. So thank you, Bucky, so much for being so inquisitive about the camper. It really motivated me to get my ass in gear and go talk to those people and all that shit. Watch that whole ad. Fuck.
No.
And so yeah, man. So thank you, Bucky, for being concerned about the camper. If you want,
the last thing on there.
Okay. Well, if you want to talk more, send a message.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Thanks.
If I worked for them, would I even watch Studio 7?
Studio 17. Yeah.
Specifically to spy on him. Because who knows if he's gonna talk about it on there too, or if you entice him to talk about it on there. Hell, I'm still not even 100% sure that he's wrong.
It's a glorious day.
I thought I paused that fucker.
I had a wonderful fucking, I had a wonderful experience. And then I just thanked her profusely. And then I was like, well, I learned that bygones be bygones, however. And then I just went on to say the 2 points that I just said just now. Like, well, I didn't say 2 points just now, only one of them. That none of the other people indicated that they got a
warning.
A warning. And also,
I'll see you at the gathering.
I'll see you at the gathering. Don't threaten me like that. Fuck, I forgot I was just saying the 2 points.
I can see you again.
Oh, the 2 points. That 1, nobody got a thing, a warning. And 2, the August 15th claim. And that is that the community violation standard or whatever notice said that it happened on the 15th, but the camper wasn't here on the 15th because I was in fucking Grand Bend camping with it. So fuck you.
That's right.
But not fuck you, thank you, because everything is in this homogenous state right now. I woke up this morning. The first thing on my mind was smoking weed in the camper. And that's exactly how that shit went down, cuz. I woke up, I rolled the joint, I went and sat out in the camper. Stress-free joint. Just fucking smoked it, looked around the camper, looked outside at the driveway cement. I was like, this is right. This is right. And it was just good. It felt good. Just my luck in the chat. What up, though? Woo.
Just ice.
Bro, this is the best channel ever. I can get Siri to say anal. Muay Thai, fuck off. Neutral. I miss
Jet him to say anal too.
I miss Jet Wash.
Yeah, me too. He's never around anymore.
Just over it. It's because I hang out with the Bender boys and they're a bunch of fucking.
Well, I mean, most of them never come on anymore.
Where was I the other day? Something happened. And I was talking to somebody.
I'm happy
and I was
for
like,
you,
blah, blah,
pal.
blah. It's fucking bad news bears. And then I had this realization. I'm like, actually, it's not bad news bears. It's fucking great news goats. So great news goats. I'm going to try to push that.
Yeah.
Probably
great
not.
News goats. Yeah, probably
great
not.
news goats, baby. I'm happy for you, pal. Thanks, bud.
Why not just good news goats?
Videos or Jeffrey Dahmer or something.
You talk about Jeffrey Dahmer. He's cool. Jeffrey Dahmer's
I wouldn't
crazy.
say he's cool, but I mean, he's definitely interesting.
I mean, he fucking killed a girl and then put her behind a tree and then went and just kept having sex with the dead body. Could you imagine getting all that dead body slime?
I thought he only killed guys. I never really read
You get
into
all
him
that
much
dead body slime on your fucking...
when you're starting to...
I was thinking about
Whatever.
like the pubic hair being like a fucking patch of fucking moss.
That's fucking horrible, man.
And just like... the butt is all the rotted out
So she's
part.
on-
I figure that's where the poop is. You kill the body, that's where the poop is. If you're just storing a dead body behind a tree for fucking it, you're probably not like, disemboweling it or anything for cleanliness sake.
That's true.
So you figure that's where all the poop is. That's where it's got to be like the worst.
Yeah.
That's where it's got to be the worst, right? And you're just putting your dick in it. You're just like, this is so great.
And if it's all mossy, it must be on the north side of the tree.
It seems like the concept of having sex with a dead body, I don't know. Is it just like a fresh dead body? I don't know. Like it would have to be like still warm dead body.
Well, what about, in the morgue, pull
Bring
the drawer?
back no seconds on.
Well,
Wed
that's
Fri.
like that rigor mortis stuff sets in quick because
Rigor mortis sets in, but then it also loosens off after a while,
does it?
too, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize that.
Rigor
I'll be
mortis
fucking putting it
disappears.
in while it's fucking tight. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, I'm talking about that fucking
I
bind
want that
it
rigor
up.
mortis.
Yeah.
Bring back no seconds on Wednesday after this. He's got another show at 10 o'clock on Wednesday.
No, Josh. I'm not going to
So
do that.
he's saying
Quit
no,
telling me what to
Josh.
do. Pac-Man, the Juff of Juffs, is in the chat. What up, though? Okay, so, all right. Well, everybody, this is what I want to do, and y'all can rag on me for being shit or not. Let's see what the 15 people watching have to maybe say. I want to go to Hallowicked bad. I want to go to an Insane Clown Posse show so fucking bad. I know that it's just a concert and there's a lot worse things that could be happening to me, but man, I really, really want to go to this ICP concert. And so if you don't know, the Clowns are going to do Hallowicked this year with extremely limited general admission ticket sales, and they're going to do an acoustic Hallowicked set at Violent J's house, or one of his houses at least anyway. And so I'm thinking these tickets aren't going to go for anything less than more than a couple $100
or more.
So I got to figure out a ticket, right? This is logically what I would have to do, despite opinions in this moment.
Yeah.
Logically, I would have to get a ticket. Then I would have to determine travel from Canada to America, which isn't hard. It's fly, obviously. But do I fly out of Windsor to Detroit, or is there a potential to have a cheaper flight if I fly out of Toronto, but I would have to drive 4 hours to Toronto?
Somebody would have to drive you 4 hours to
Could
Toronto.
I just park my truck in a parking for a week or something?
That's fucking expensive too.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Parking in Toronto alone, let alone parking at a Toronto airport.
So I have to obtain a ticket, obtain a plane ticket, and then once I get to Michigan, I really think that I could do the whole couple of days for pretty cheap. Because, like, I'm thinking I just want to go there and, like, I know that I got so many juggalo homies that I can rely on the kindness of homies so much that I think the only thing I would really have to do is just make sure I got a couple bucks to eat food every day. And that I'd like to leave on the 29th so that I can arrive on the 29th and then do Devil's Night and Halloween and then leave on Sunday the 1st or Monday the 2nd.
He's doing 2 nights at his house?
No, they're not. No, but there will be something happening in Detroit on Devil's Night. And if I'm flying there, I might as well fucking fly there for 2 days instead of 1.
Yeah.
You can crash with Big Will LOL.
Yeah, I know I could. Right on that fucking ashtray fucking covered fucking bed.
There you go.
But yeah, so I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't want to say what I think about the cost of the tickets, because I don't want to do that. So the cost of a ticket, plus the cost of a flight, and then on top of that, when I get home, I would have to quarantine for 2 weeks. And that means that Mima would have to quarantine for 2 weeks because we live together, which means she couldn't work. Obviously, that's what that means. Yeah. And so I figure it would probably be pretty smart to make sure that we had 2 weeks worth of fucking pay in the bank. So now I'm looking at, like, Mima's pay for 2 weeks of work, a flight, and then a cost of an admission ticket, which I'll assume my high-end bid on. You got to be pushing pretty close to, without even considering a major budget for the 3 or 4 days that I would be in Detroit. Ticket, travel, Mima's 2-week quarantine pay. I'd be looking at pretty close to $3,000.
I was going to say around $2,500 or so.
You
but
can isolate in the camper.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking, bro. I'll just fucking ignore her for 2 weeks and live in the camper. I'll just turn this TV right the fuck around.
That would kind of suck, actually.
I'll put the computer out into this camper while she's at work one day.
There you go. Then she doesn't have to.
Or I could just come in the house all day and fucking chill while she's not at work.
When you get home, say, nope, stay away.
Yeah, and then when she gets home...
You wouldn't even really be able to come in here, because then you're infecting the house if you are sick.
Fuck it, I'll stay in the camper for 2 weeks. I literally don't care. I'll take a shit on the ground.
She can serve you meals outside the door. You just open the door, take your meal. Leave her your dishes.
Dirty Deed says don't risk it.
See, I'm saying don't risk it for the health reasons, and I mean fucking 2,500 to 3,000. Like, as if this guy can afford that. Sorry, but really, as if you can really afford that. With all the other shit that you have to take care of, the important shit. And like I'm telling him, you know, like, sure, you're going to miss this show. You haven't been to a show since when? But this is going to end, and there's going to be more fucking shows. They're going to come back, and you're going to go out and have a great time. Like, there's no sense in risking it and spending all this money that you really don't have. Plus, I mean, I won't be around for 2 weeks. If he's self-isolating, I'm not going to be around. I don't want to take that chance.
Right.
You're going to the States, dude. It's fucking everywhere. They've got 6.1 million cases counted right now. It's not worth it, dude. But hey, you always do what you want to do.
That is true. I do always do what I want to do. Right now, where my mindset genuinely is at, is there, that I will do what I want to do.
I know.
Also, I do think that that number is pretty fucking staggering to consider.
Yeah.
And,
small brain only gets that big.
Oh, okay. It's just a fucking shitty troll.
I guess. Captain Flannel, what up?
Yeah, mine sets a plate of food, mother.
Okay, just fucking...
And then to top it off, how many tickets they sell, and he's bringing you to his house.
That
like,
better have not
5 people that could have COVID, 2 people could have COVID, and could infect 50 to 100 or 150.
Right.
You'll be losing more if I'm going to has to miss work for 2 weeks.
Well, that's why we're talking about him self-isolating in the camper for the 2 weeks with no contact with me.
Only live once, I guess, but if it takes 2 weeks away from you being able to do what you want and hurts you financial, is it worth it, really?
I mean, I went to the $250 Carnival of Carnage show. I spent $1,000, other than the COVID. Who gives a fuck, right?
Okay, but you're going to use these other ones. These were things that were all planned for. This is something that you're going to take money away from areas that you really should not be taking money away from to do this.
You don't get to poop in Violent J's toilet every day. Yeah, big lung.
Anyway, what I was saying just one moment ago was that I do what I want, and also I'm really heavily on the fence. I haven't made a decision. I'm really split.
You're like this. You're like this one. You're heavily on the fence like this.
No, I'm pretty split. But really, and most logically right now, what seems to make the most sense to me is to at least see what's happening on Friday when these tickets go up for sale. Because maybe I'm psyching myself out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way.
Yeah, even if you do decide to buy one, you might not get one.
If I was going to spend $100 American or $500 American dollars on a ticket or more, whatever.
Social distancing.
That is it's less the cost of the admission to get into the show, and it's more about getting there and
you can ask the
saving the 2 weeks quarantine. Could I really just live in the camper? Because I'll fucking come home and go fucking pull the camper over to my mom's house and live in the backyard and plug into the fucking wall. Let my mom feed me. I let Mima bring me meals. You know, she can bring me one in the morning before she goes to work.
Just leave it here if that's the case.
I wouldn't want her to walk by and have the COVID escape out the window and then get her.
See, now you're getting a little bit crazy. The door's closed.
I bet his flushes with rock and rye.
But then you would have to do all your bathrooms outside, too.
Captain Flannel says, and if the house does go up for sale, you can ask the realtor to fucking show you it and you can poop in it then. Well, you know, despite the potential risk that could be considered me giving to my friends,
Hey, I can only hope that you decide not to do
Bro,
this.
make me mod.
That's all I have to say.
It's time now.
I would.
This forum, the guy that's been crying about been quarantined.
I haven't been crying about being
now
quarantined.
he's willing to take a fucking 2-week quarantine.
I haven't
Oh,
been-
bullshit. You cried so much at the beginning about quarantine.
Well, didn't everybody cry about quarantine
not
at
like
the beginning?
You, not like you, the guy who was already quarantining himself. You were a fucking whiny bitch about it.
Okay, but that was then. Now I've been out and doing a ton of shit. I've been camping every fucking weekend, 4 out of the last 5
you haven't been
weekends.
quarantining. But when you were quarantining, you were crying like a bitch about it.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. That was like for shit that I didn't care about.
No, that was just because you wanted something to whine about. Because you had no reason to.
Well, there's so many new trolls with
I know, I
weird
have no
names
idea
in the
what's going
chat
on
tonight.
here.
It's throwing me off. Anyway, in summation, I do want to go to Wicked. I don't think that it's financially intelligent for me to make that decision. I haven't made a decision, and I hate spending money on travel as well. And if I'm gonna do this, like, I'm really hoping that if I do this, I think also another real big decision-making parameter that needs to be met is, are the tickets going to be transferable or not? Because if they're non-transferable tickets, that sucks. Because if something happens where I can't make the fucking flight or the trip, that's horseshit. And it has nothing to do with any jokes about...
transferable. Like, why would
Not necessarily. The Carnival Carnage tickets weren't transferable. They were $250.
I'm no troll.
Yeah.
I'm a nari.
You know, and despite all the jokes, you know, about the jokes, like...
What's the online
I don't. If I had to sell the ticket, I wouldn't tax the fam. I would unload it for what I paid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be it.
I would tax the fam.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody would pay it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Probably you're right.
I could go to a lot of place for $2,500 and 2 weeks, pretty much anywhere in the world. I
want to go to Detroit, man.
Right, dude? $2,500 could get you an amazing fucking vacation somewhere else. That would just be like you would love for 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, that's accurate, but like I don't want to go anywhere else.
Well, yeah, we're just saying that you can get so much more for that much money. Not necessarily that you should go, because I don't think you should spend the money there either. But
the value of the show.
Are you?
The value of the show seems pretty fucking crazy to me.
Just save it for the rich people that can afford to do it.
Overwhelmed again, mother.
So yeah, that's it. I want to go to the show. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go or not. The concept of you not coming around or me having to quarantine and not be near people for 2 weeks is like seems like the mildest. Seems like the mildest.
They might cancel it.
Vibes on StreamYard.
We can hang out online every day on the internet.
Well, I doubt we'll do that, but we'll do the StreamYard positive vibes.
So we can always carry on and keep going on with the shows. It's only 2 weeks. There's literally nothing happening in November. In my regular life where I'm not talking about this ridiculous cost and risk to go to America for this show. The last real official thing that I have planned is to go to Willowwood with you in October sometime.
And you got to get this thing booked in because they're booking up quick and they're going to run out of spots.
You'll have to hear the stories.
I think that I don't give a fuck about that. I just feel like who cares how many weeks out? If their spots fill up, there will be more spots at the beginning of next season.
Well, if you're willing to wait, then I guess.
I'm not going to use it in the wintertime, right?
I thought you were just going to get it.
Well, as soon as I can get some cash to get the camper fixed, I'm going to fucking seize the opportunity to do it.
RN, you might have to fly because the border.
I can only fly because of the border. I wish that there was some I gotta go online and see if there's some... I know that I don't. I know that I don't right now. But there's got to be maybe something that I can consider to qualify for to get across the border. How fucking dope would that be? What about the concept of that?
What do you mean? Just to drive across the border?
Yeah, that ain't
No,
happening.
that ain't happening. I mean, just today they talked about they're now closing it till in November.
Imagine what you could
September
do to
21st
the
was the
camper
date.
with
Now it's
the
going to be November something.
$2,500.
I thought that they were supposed to review it every 30 days.
They decided to extend it 2 months this time, it sounds like. Part of it, I believe, having to do with they're waiting till after the election.
Waving hand. Is he overwhelmed?
So yeah, so I really want to go. I really want to go to the fucking show so bad.
The keyboard sent the message.
That's what I really want to do, but that's not necessarily what I'm going to do. Very, very many oftentimes in my life, what I want to do and what I do end up doing are two completely different things. Sometimes to my emotional detriment.
Hand.
Yeah, sometimes.
Victory hand. Victory
so yeah,
hand.
so anyway, that's it. I want to go. I'm not worried about, like, in this moment, while wanting to experience this so much, I'm blinded by the concept of being quarantined for 2 weeks. I don't see it. I'll just do it. Big deal.
Yeah.
Probably be dope as fuck living in the camper for 2 weeks. I take a poop on the ground at least once a day.
Who's cleaning that up?
And you're gonna poop in a bag on the ground.
Okay, that's not so bad, I guess.
It's gonna be great.
Or sit on a bucket.
I can't. If it happens, I can't wait. But yeah, really expensive, man. Flights and fucking. Well, okay, let's talk about the show a little bit longer then. What is too much for the... Let's say the border's open. Border's open. I can drive over there. Everything's normal. No quarantine.
Yeah.
Everything's regular. Now what is my overhead? A 45-minute drive to fucking Farmington Hills or Novi, wherever the fucking house is. Right? It's nothing. It's like $20 for the bridge and the gas.
But you're still... I mean, that's only a small portion of your overhead. That's like a third of your overhead, a quarter of your overhead.
I gotta drive there.
Not even.
I gotta pay the bridge, drive there, drive back, pay the bridge.
Yeah.
And then food and merch.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you're only cutting back on a very small portion of your whole amount by doing that.
I'm cutting back on a ton, because if I was gonna fly, it would be $600.
Okay, well, $600 from 3,000 still leaves 2,400. You're only cutting back a small amount of the total amount.
Oh no! Well, I'm saying to you, in this hypothetical scenario,
so the whole amount is still...
In this hypothetical scenario, there's no pandemic to worry about. I just get to drive there and come home.
I thought you were saying
I don't need 2 weeks of pay. I don't need a fucking a flight. So that's like $2,000 right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least $2,000 right there. How much then is this ticket worth?
Yeah.
How much is the admission ticket for Halloween worth?
Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
The auctions, I think, are going to be fucking crazy on Friday.
Oh, it's going to be by auction?
That's literally what I've been saying the whole time. Yeah.
I did not hear auction once tonight.
The tickets are going up for auction. That's why I don't know how much money I'm willing to want to spend on the ticket. Yeah. Everything is contingent on me getting a ticket at a good price that is also transferable.
These tickets are going to go fucking up for a lot, I think, then.
That's what I've been trying to say all night, man. You know what I mean?
Local craft vodka and not local craft Sunny D.
Nice. Come back on burgers.
Like
Everybody's... What's up with the fat tonight? Who gives a fuck about the fat tonight? Why is it such a big deal? All these fucking loser fucking troll accounts that don't even ever come into the chat are fucking obsessed with burgers. It's fucking
I had a burger
stupid.
tonight.
You guys are fucking
I feel
retards.
worse for it.
Be right back. My
fucking
alarm
McDonald's.
went off. Gotta do some exercise.
You got one of those apps on your phone that tells you when to exercise? I thought about getting
Bro,
that.
we already did 40 minutes.
Holy shit. Damn.
Holy fuck, bro. I can't believe that. This will be one of